Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way to remove an airlock. You'll see the whole process on this video from start to finish on how I did this. So as you can see, it's only on the cold on this system. So I've opened the cold basin and it turns to dribble, and the same with the shower on this bath, and you can hear it pulling in air from the basin tap and vice versa. So to make sure you've definitely got an airlock on what side it is, you need to open either the hot or cold. If the hot's running fine for 30 seconds, you know it's not that. But the cold, as you can see, you'll notice it straight away that the pressure has completely died and the water is dropping off dramatically. So what I'm just going to do is turn off the cold to the basin and turn off the cold to the bath. And the first check we're going to do is go up into your loft and check the cold water storage tank. This is the bigger tank out of the two. You might only have one tank, but probably you have two. So head up into your loft, take a light if you don't have one. Be careful of the floorboards. Luckily this has floorboards. So go over to the big one, remove the lid, and you want to check to make sure that the water level is really high like this one. If the water level is high, then you know your ball valve is fine. If the water level is really low, then your ball valve is going to need changing at the same time as doing this. There's a good flow rate into the cold water storage tank, so the ball valve is absolutely fine. You're going to check the outlets, make sure there's no scale build up and blocking the outlets. So I know the loft is absolutely fine, so I'm going to put the lid back and the insulation, then head back downstairs. So the next bit is what you're going to need to remove the airlock. So what I've got is a Wix wet and dry vacuum. Also the Screwfix do the similar. It needs to be a wet and dry vacuum, and you need to remove the filter from within the Hoover. So with that done, what you need to do is just plug your Hoover in like so. So just here I've got a switch on the hallway, luckily. Turn it on there. And then what you want to do is you want to open the side that's got the airlocks. One, this is just the cold. So open the cold on the basin tap all the way open. Then you want to put your end of your hose over the end of the basin and turn the Hoover on. You want to suck this for about 20 seconds or until you can feel a lot of water going down the hose. Then you can remove your hose and let it run for about another 2 minutes, or until all the splurges of water have stopped going. So as you can see, it starts splurting. You want to get rid of all that. You want a nice steady flow coming out the tap. So once you've got a steady flow out of one, you can also open the bath tap to make sure that's fine, and your toilet to make sure that's clean as well. So you can see all the air. There's going to be loads of air. You've got to make sure you keep it going, keep it running, and get all the air out. Because if you leave a little bit of air in, it can quite easily airlock again. That's because the pipe work goes up and down in the system, and you have a high spot of air getting caught, and that's quite stubborn to remove compared to the pressure of the water in the pipe. So just leave that Hoover on there, really give it a good suck. You can't do any harm leaving it on longer, so if you're not sure, leave it on longer. And if this does not work, then do call a plumber, because you've obviously got some big problems, maybe a blockage, something like that. But just keep going with the Hoover, leave it on there 5 minutes if you want, just to make sure that it's definitely an airlock and nothing else has been pulled into the system. So as you can see, it's starting to get a steady flow from the tap, but few splurts of air, so we want to get rid of all of that. Just keep letting it run, and that should clear the airlock. If this video has helped you, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of plumbing content on this channel, and this is just another one to get you by with a little airlock. Leave a comment if you've got a stubborn airlock or a question. Leave it down below and I'll get back to you and answer it. But for now, I hope this video has helped you. Please subscribe, please like, and I hope you have a good day.